Hello, I'm Mary Hardock of Inspire to Try. I'm going to tell you what to expect if you come to a sports conditioning class and how it will help you improve your performance outside of the studio. In sports conditioning, we take a holistic approach to fitness. We work in a stationary circuits format with varying length intervals, focused on improving your muscular strength and your core stability, making your movements more powerful and explosive, and increasing your speed, your cardiovascular endurance, and the consistency in which you perform. Let me explain these goals a little bit more. A key strength goal is to improve both the muscular strength and the endurance of your main moving muscles in your arms and your legs. But these muscles are only truly effective if they have a really good supportive central core, and you can effectively recruit smaller stabilizing muscles to provide the balance and the coordination that you need. And so at the same time as we focus on main muscle groups, we focus on core and stabilizer improvement. To make you more powerful and explosive in your movement, we use an approach called plyometrics. Now, plyometrics is a highly specific type of very short interval training where we teach muscles to reach their maximum force in the shortest possible time. And we do this through drills that are closely related to the sports movements like running and jumping that you do. Our third main objective is to work on your cardiovascular fitness, increasing your ability to perform consistently better at higher intensities and higher speeds. We do this with a high-intensity interval approach, sequenced together with the plyometrics and the strength work. We have a couple of objectives that run across all those activities. The first is to make you more resistant to injury by strengthening tendons and ligaments and improving the transmission of forces through the body when you're in motion. The second objective is to improve muscular innervation. And by this, I mean training the nervous system to talk better to the muscles for faster, stronger and quicker movement. What approaches do we take? Well, we do a lot of compound work, using muscles in combination and recruiting core stabilizers because we're trying to mimic your real-world sports activities as closely as possible. We have a really strong focus on partner work throughout the whole of the session. Now, this isn't just using a partner as a step or as a wall, but where both partners are actively engaged in the exercise at the same time. Why do we do this? Because counterweight work really improves coordination, timing, balance, and because it adds a mixture of teamwork and challenge at the same time that's really fun. Finally, let me tell you about the types of tools and techniques we use in class. We use steps. We use small free weights, normally kettlebells, to add challenge to core in more ways than body weight alone. We use speed ropes, jump ropes for cardiovascular work, and we use resistance bands. Now, my classes will tell you I'm especially fond of resistance bands because they have all the strength training advantages of free weights with some really special advantages that work really well for sports conditioning. First of all, they're great for partner work, and I've adapted a whole range of compound resistance band exercises to work really effectively in pairs. Secondly, unlike free weights, they don't use gravity, and so you can strengthen horizontal movements very realistically, such as a swing of a tennis racket or a bent arm catch and pull for swimming. They're great for plyometric exercises because they can provide just that little bit of support to encourage a quicker stretch shortening cycle in the muscle, which is exactly what we're trying to achieve in plyometrics. And finally, they enable you to subtly change the angle at which you perform familiar exercises such as squats to target different parts of the muscle or different muscle groups that are harder to reach with a free weight approach. So to summarise, sports conditioning provides training across all the components of sports fitness. It's strongly partner-based, both for the fun and the challenge, but don't worry, you don't need to bring a partner and it's not invasive. It's just a great way to get to know your classmates and to inject a little bit of teamwork and competition at the same time. It's a circuit-style class, but everybody in the room is doing the same thing, and there is an underlying consistency and order because it's based on sound training principles of periodization and progression. But I'm always researching to change and develop sessions and to challenge you in new and more creative and inventive ways. Finally, you can work and develop at your own speed. All I ask is that you have a little bit of base fitness and that you're injury free. So I hope that's whetted your appetite for sports conditioning, and you'll want to come along and see why these classes are so popular for a lot of athletes in Rutland. Thank you.